Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure to be up here in front of you. I hope you enjoy my speech. First, I'd like to thank Ken and Lennox and Mr. Grant for the opportunity to speak in the chapel today. I began teaching here 6 years ago, and I was then, and I still am today, thankful to have the opportunity to work here. I spent last year living and teaching in Kuwait. In many ways, this experience amplified the feelings I just expressed, how lucky I am and we all are to be here. Kuwait is a very small desert country at the top of the Persian Gulf, wedged between Saudi Arabia, Iraq, and Iran. It is an immensely wealthy country due to its vast oil reserves, and its currency, the Kuwaiti dinar, is the single most valuable currency in the world. Its laws and government are based on upholding Sharia, or Islamic law, and it is ruled by the royal Al Salah family. I arrived there on a late night flight in August 2012, and the heat in the airport parking lot was overwhelming. All I remember is a gridlock of headlights and sweat dripping into my eyes. It was 3 a.m. The first question you might be pondering is, why did I leave Appleby, and why Kuwait? After 4 years here, I felt a desire to try something new and to further challenge myself as a person and a teacher. This led me to make a sacrifice, to leave Appleby, by all accounts a fantastic place to work. This was a difficult decision to make, as who knows what will happen in 1 year. I was walking away from something proving to be great towards a situation of uncertainty. But from this sacrifice, I was grasping the opportunity to learn, to live in a foreign country and teach foreign students. There are many different kinds of sacrifice, and I want to share my thoughts with you today about two kinds, personal and physical. Personal sacrifice is an opportunity waiting to be realized, and physical sacrifice is something many people must undergo in order to better their lives. Physical sacrifice is born from necessity, while personal sacrifice is born out of reflection and introspection. It is a privilege to be able to make personal sacrifices, and these are the kind that I know the most about. I taught at the Canadian Bilingual School of Kuwait, or CBS for short. The school consists of a grouping of single-level buildings in the middle of a large vacant area close to the airport. I taught grade 6, and when I first arrived, almost every teacher I met was more interested in telling me about how bad my class was going to be, rather than learning about who I was. On the first day of school, I walked into the gym eager to meet my students. They strolled in, many of them late, and greeted one another warmly. One or two acknowledged me, and of these acknowledgments, Khalid Shabib was quick to tell me, "Mister, we've been the worst class in the school for the last 4 years." I wasn't sure how to respond, so I asked him if that was something to be proud of. My classroom was one of 8 new portables slotted in 2 rows adjacent to the main school building. With 29 students in the class, only 3 of whom were girls. The biggest challenge at the outset was how to fit all the desks in the room. At the beginning of the year, when you opened the portable door, it was slammed into the back of Omar Khaled's desk. As time went on, I learned the best desk configuration for the space, and I also learned how difficult teaching can be. As individuals, my students were all great kids. They smiled widely, they laughed joyously, and they wanted to be at school. As a group, though, it was an ongoing challenge to keep their attention and teach them. I saw tears, fights, name-calling, yelling, discrimination, and children who were still learning how to behave in the classroom. I learned about the importance of routine, and I quickly worked to develop one that would maximize on-task time. Planning was essential and the key to classroom management. The 4 rules in my classroom were 1, English only, 2, listen, 3, indoor voice, and 4, try your best. Although I felt I made significant progress with my class, they routinely broke the rules even in the final month of school. What I felt at first and often drew out was anger, but this soon gave way to understanding. How difficult would it be for me to speak another language all day, to never be allowed to speak English? It seems impossible, really. It's difficult to convey in this short time all that I learned from my students at CBS. I have a photo of them on my fridge, and whenever I look at it, it makes me smile. It is in some ways strange to think that I was ever there. Getting back into the Appleby routine makes my year in Kuwait seem like the distant past, but I do feel that I'm now a better person and teacher. From my students, I learned about forgiveness. On numerous occasions, Khalid was picked on. He has a relatively high voice and he's not very athletic. Whenever someone made fun of him, I always asked the offending student to apologize. Khalid would shake his classmate's hand and say, with a smile, "I forgive you." This is the perfect response to an apology. When you forgive, you acknowledge the mistake, accept it, and move on without a grudge. Muhammad was my only non-Kuwaiti student. Being from Egypt, which in the eyes of some of my Kuwaiti students is an inferior country with inferior people, he faced ridicule at the beginning of the year. I did my best to prevent his classmates' negative behavior and helped him overcome his initial fears and make friends. Just by being in the class, he taught me the strength required to face discrimination. Khalid told me one day, America is the biggest liar. They talk about how much they want peace, but everywhere they go, they start war. Khalid loved America and idolized Michael Jackson, but he held this opinion nonetheless. I'm not suggesting that you too should share this opinion, but I felt lucky to hear him share his perspective. This is the beauty of international travel and relationships, coming to understand different perspectives. These are only a few memories of many that make me happy that I made the sacrifice and took advantage of the opportunity to travel and teach abroad. The world now seems like a less intimidating place, an open space to explore and learn from. I believe that all of you have the same opportunity, and our international students are already taking advantage of it just by attending Appleby. As the senior twos are thinking about university in the future, remember that if you see the opportunity inherent in any sacrifice, you will be opening yourself to your full potential. If instead each sacrifice seems like a drag, an unwelcome task, then you will not feel the reward from an opportunity realized, but you might rather, perhaps, remain as you are. There are many people I met in Kuwait who, instead of choosing from a privileged position to make a personal sacrifice, are by necessity forced to make a physical sacrifice. I met men and women from India, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, the Philippines, Egypt, Syria, and Pakistan, amongst other countries, who are living apart from their families, working as taxi drivers, maids, bus drivers, cooks, waiters, and cleaners. They are living in a country that does not see them as equal citizens, not earning very much money, and sending their wages back to their families in their home countries. With limited opportunities at home, they are forced to live abroad in order to make money and provide for their loved ones, who they may only see once or twice a year or less. For many of us, we do not have to make such sacrifices, and we should feel lucky that this is so. But we should not feel pity for the people that do make such sacrifices. They are doing the best they can to improve their lives with their own determination and strength. What we can do is recognize that as we are not compelled by circumstances beyond our control to make physical sacrifices, we can still see the opportunity of personal sacrifice. In almost every decision